Huh? This is our place!
I want to talk to Andrew Ramhead.
All right. You'll find the commander at the entrance to the encampment. But be quick, and no fooling around.
Hey, you there. This is a military encampment, not an alehouse. So you better have good reason to be here. And I'll be glad to hear it.
I came to talk to you.
Hurry up then. I haven't got all day. Welcome to my humble encampment, lad. In the name of Sigismund, by the grace of God, King of Hungary and Croatia, tell me what you're doing here and what your intentions are.
Kindly spare this man, for he's actually a noble lord. And listen carefully. I am Chenyek of Krumberg, sent by the king's army. The commanders have heard that instead of guarding the roads, you've been robbing and fleecing the local people, and they're bloody livid. So from now on, you'll follow orders or be pilloried and forfeit your pay.
Sorry, sir. It's just, we haven't been paid for a while, so we've been taking a little on the side, here and there. That was the deal, wasn't it? Live off the enemy's land?
Enough of your excuses. Your conduct has been indefensible. You will desist immediately, return what you have plundered, and hand over to me the local stable boy in your custody.
Very well, sir. As you wish. You can take the prisoner right away. He's tied up, back there, in the dilapidated hut. And please, accept this small, humble gift from me, for causing you such a journey to right our wrongs. Thank you, sir, for not sending us straight to the pillory.
Huh? Scram! Right now! Clear off! Hmm? What? Scram! Right now! Clear off!
more. When he started to snore in the fall, he knew there'd be frost in 3 weeks. You might be joking, but you're exactly right. What's more,
Huh?
when his shoulders started acting up in the summer, it meant 5 days of drought.
That's bloody good. So, what happened?
Well, he went out for a piss one night, and drowned.
What the? Scram! Right now! Clear! I saw Peter the Gob the other day.
That son of a bitch. Where?
Where do you think? At the mill. I was there with Paka and Yura. Saw some goods we picked up the ford that time.
I hope you didn't talk to him.
No, well, not really.
So you did talk to him.
Aye. Got a problem.
How many times have I told you he's a dirty double-crosser? What did he say to you?
He said he'd take me on a couple of jobs. He's got some easy work lined up.
Grom? Sure he does. He's trying to get you in trouble. In the end, he'll fuck you over like everyone else.
What is it? Did you drop something?
That's just what he said you'd say.
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Relax. I'm getting there.
Thanks.
Clear off! Scram! Right now!
Thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am, but I'm not hanging around here any longer. Let's get out of here before those thieving bastards change their mind.
Thank you, sir, for not sending us straight to the pillory.
You're my doggy, eh? Is there something here? Search! You all right?
Yeah, I am. All things considered. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. God knows what they would have done to me in the end. All that aside, who are you, anyway?
Henry.
I'm Hensel, and I owe you big time, Henry. Though, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth all that trouble. But grateful nonetheless.
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him. So he's safe and sound, is he?
In a manner of speaking. He got shot, but nothing serious.
What about Stislav?
From what I hear, Stislav made it out unscathed too. But what happened scared him so much he scarpered.
Sakra. At least he's alive. I was worried about them both. It's all my fault, you know. Oh, I dread to think what could have happened to him.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter either. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone you stole from Tomlin in Horsham, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset with you.
Well, I suppose I would be too if I were him. But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone idea was the stupidest I've ever had. It brought us no luck, no protection. Well, the opposite, in fact.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. That's all that matters to him. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal to some farmer's wife, I think he said, Mlada or something. Well, from the edge of the village.
Sakra, that stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it. I'm off to Sukdal.
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small crag. Somewhere around there, they hid some of their spoils.
Well, they hid it all right, but not well enough.
What? You filched Andrew's stash? Well, good for you. Serves the bastard right. I was going to cast an eye there myself, but I see there's no need to bother now. Well, thanks again for everything, and God be with you wherever you may go.
I'm still curious about your Thunderstone story.
Well, as you wish. It's not as if I'll ever forget it, anyway.
Tell me the whole story from the beginning.
Well, it just pissed us off how Andrew was always extorting and bullying everyone. And not just us. The local lord who did nothing about it. And everybody in the village kept grumbling, but nobody took any action. I knew about Tomlin's stone, and I thought that with its help, we'd have the edge on them. That we'd help the people in the village. And make a bit of a name for ourselves around here. So when he refused to give it to us, I borrowed it from him. Well, I was thinking we'd give it back as soon as we'd sorted Andrew out. I'm serious. I swear.
And what about your expedition?
Well, first, we scouted the place on the sly, and then waited for some of his men to go out on patrol. We armed ourselves as best we could, and made our move. From the top of that rock there. We were almost there, but then Stislav stumbled or something. Made a ruckus, and they spotted us. After that, everything happened so fast. I hollered and lunged at them. Peter was yelling something, so I thought he was behind me. All these shots were whizzing past as I charged at them, but nothing hit me. Well, then I got stuck in. They outnumbered us. In the end, I took a blow to the head. That was pretty much it for me.
What happened after you were captured?
I was scared, shitless. I thought they were going to kill me. One of them suggested just leaving me tied up in the woods or drowning me. But thankfully, Andrew disagreed, so they held me prisoner. I don't even know why.
And this Andrew and his soldiers, what were they doing here?
Andrew Ramed, they called him. He had this handsome hammer, shaped like a ram it was. And that's what they say he named himself after. Their orders were to keep watch out here. They had their own ideas of what that meant. They fleeced wayfarers, merchants, locals, wherever they could. No one was safe. They often grumbled that the army wasn't paying them properly. But if you ask me, they more than made up for it on the side. They even took someone's cow.
What are you going to do now?
Oh, I don't know. Same as before, I suppose. There's nothing to keep us here, but I can see Peter and me staying another summer. Perhaps longer. I mean, it's nice here, and the village is protected by a strong fortress. It's a good place, if you ask me. You never know. I might find myself a piece of land, or marry into some. Farewell. Are you gonna do what we talked about?
No, sorry.
At your service, sir.
Hey there! I have some nice wares here. Just take your pick.
I'm interested in this. God be with you. Though our God probably means little to you, eh?
Shalom, young man. You're right. I'm Jacob, son of David, but I think that will not affect our business together in the slightest.
No, of course not. Do you have anything interesting to sell?
If you are curious what old Jacob has to offer, I could rustle up a few things you cannot find elsewhere.
Fair enough. But what are you doing with your family on a road like this? Aren't you afraid of being robbed? If bandits find you, you'll be like a juicy bone to a starving hound, won't you?
Well, first of all, this is not my family. And second, I know the lay of the land. I can make a deal with anybody. Otherwise, my trading would soon sour. Aye, everyone wants to earn coin, but repaying it is a different story.
Are you saying you're a moneylender?
I would not put it that way. I just assist in my meager way wherever the need arises.
Well, your business is your own affair, and your own sin. Unless Jews differ in this matter. Is it a sin?
That depends on your point of view. If you act with kindness toward your fellow man, that can hardly be a sin. But you're right about one thing. Christian or Jew, the burden of our sins rests solely upon ourselves. But I do suspect our God has a greater understanding and compassion for the righteous cause.
May I ask, would you lend me some money too?
Do you need help? Are you in difficulties, my friend?
Well, I'm just curious how it works.
Am I to understand this will be your first loan?
Well, I suppose so. But I'm only asking.
And so am I. There is nothing wrong with that. Questions cost nothing. So, what would you like to know?
How does this borrowing actually work? Do you lend to anyone who asks?
Far from it. First, I need to be convinced that my help will be meaningful and stand both sides in good stead.
Meaning what?
Risk and profit, my friend. Risk and profit. These are the two sides of the same coin you hold in the palm of your hand. A little risk, a little profit, and vice versa. I'm sure you understand.
I suppose so.
People would rather borrow my coin than risk their own. But I cannot help if the risk is too great.
And what can you do about it? I mean, how can you avoid risk?
That is the secret to success. You spread the risk. That is to say, you need several irons in the fire, so the loss of one can be covered by another.
Well, that's easier for me to understand. After all, I'm a blacksmith by trade.
And there you have it. Even a blacksmith may possess skill and intellect.
How much can you lend me then?
Oy vey. I'm sorry to say it is not that simple.
Why? Don't you trust me to pay you back?
That is not the point. But since you ask, you do not look like someone with much to offer as collateral. And I doubt that you have a reliable guarantor to vouch for you, eh?
You know, I figured it wouldn't be that straightforward.
Urur, money is a solemn matter, but not all is yet lost, mein Freund. After all, as the saying goes, there are only two kinds of people. Those who have borrowed and those who have yet to borrow.
Well, I'm not in such dire need of anyone's money. But I'd be glad of something to buy.
As you wish, mein Freund.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Well, I suppose we can...
Satisfied?
More. Masa Umata, I can agree to... I'm glad you found what you... You were looking for, sir?
I'd like to do something about that.
Hey, Masa Umatantov. Saikason.
Him? But he was fit as a fiddle. What happened?
They say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a mystery.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning? Poor thing.
Aye. He had his whole life in front of him, and next thing you know, he's being buried.
I'd better go. Farewell.
See you again sometime.
Greetings to you.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime then.
Feel free. God be with you.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
And that pissed him off and he wants his revenge.
A blessed evening to you.
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Nice, as it should be.
Let's play!
I could eat. Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Don't be a coward! Here. Like this.
My respects.
Folks will come to me for the weather forecast. Bought a lovely new goal the other day. Great price. What good's a bow to you, for God's sake?
Aye, that'll do.
What a waste of money. Didn't you hear that the king himself announced everyone will have a good for one hand? One beer.
Coming right up.
No, when the king commands, the subjects have to obey, don't they? You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance? Aye.
What's the hold up?
It's yours. I hope you don't throw like that again. Fine then. It's not over yet. Kurva, to hell with the coin. But that was a work of art.
Well, now just this. Christ, pardon me.
As it happens, I'm nearly...
How can I help you, sir?
I'll have a look at your wear.
Why, I'm telling you. Maybe next time then, sir.
Good day to you. Certainly. Have no fear.
What do you need, sir?
What's going on around here?
Nothing much, fortunately. And thank God and St. John the Baptist for that. We've suffered enough in this war.
What's going on around here?
Nothing much, fortunate. We've suffered a...
I see you're faring well. You have quite a large tavern, almost like a traveller's inn.
Thanks. I'm glad you like it here. But I have to ask you, young man, do you drink?
Of course I like to drink. Drinking reasonably can do no harm.
Exactly. Drinking in small sips isn't harmful, no matter the amount. And what's your favourite, eh? What do you drink the most?
I like drinking spirits. It lifts a person's... spirits.
Sakra, you just got in my good books. Spirits are the best drink. Other drinks just make you dizzy and drive away sadness. But spirits, they heal you. And pretty much everybody will confirm this. Even our priest and Uncle Holba. And they're considered to be the greatest connoisseurs far and wide.
What do you make the spirits from?
I'll tell you. From everything that grows.
So even from mushrooms in the forest?
What now, lad? Do you know I've never thought of that before? Do you really think it would work?
I don't know. I'm no expert. It was just an idea.
Wait, but what an idea! I mostly distill fruit, and I've tried grain and flowers, but not mushrooms yet. Now why didn't I ever think of that? I'll have to talk to Uncle Holba about this.
Who is this Uncle Holba you keep speaking so highly of?
He's an old fruit grower and a good friend of mine. He once wanted to be a miller, but his mill burnt down to the ground. So he started growing everything under the sun. And today he gives me the fruit to make my spirits from. His son has already taken over the trade. But old Holba is still a highly respected person around here. He's known lots of the trees in the area since they were but a pit, an acorn or a beech nut. And today they cast a shadow that can cover a carriage with the horses.
I reckon you have a secret recipe to make the best spirits, eh?
You'd better believe I do. And it's a drink that will seriously even wake up a dead man. I call it my warming balm. And people come here from far away for it. And many carters from Prague even stop by.
And what is it?
Well, that's a secret. But if you don't watch out, it'll make you feel so confused, you won't know which way's up for 2 days. But if you know how to drink it, it'll warm you through, expel all the diseases out of your body, and you'll be as good as new again. Only I know this recipe. And if I can't find anyone to give this tavern to, I'll take it to the grave with me.
Here it comes.
Why not? So what if you sold me the whole tavern?
First of all, with all due respect, you don't seem like you'd have enough money. And even if you did, I'm not ready to be put out to pasture yet. No way. This tavern is my life. I got my start here, and here's where I'll die. And when they carry me down to the cemetery, then I won't have a care in the world. I just hope they'll give me a demijohn of spirits for my journey, so I'll have something to drink up there.
I'll buy that recipe from you. What'd you say?
Not even for 1,000 piles of groschen. Warming balm, that's my pride and joy. The sun will rise in the west and sparrows will start flying backwards before I tell you that.
Would you teach me how to make spirits?
If you're really interested, then I'm glad and I can show you a thing or two. But if you think I'll teach you how to distill warming balm, then you're crazy. I wouldn't give up that recipe even if the lords were stretching me on the rack.
Greetings.
I need to stock up on supplies. Where would I find some merchants?
Well, lad, there's nothing but farmers here. Merchants only stop by once in a while. You have to go somewhere else to trade. But if you want to buy food, I'm at your service. Or you can go and see young Holba, who lives in the village green and grows fruit and vegetables. Oh, and if you need to repair something, there is a smithy right across from them.
I need new clothes and shoes. Do you know of anyone?
The nearest tailor can be found in Miskovitz. That's the village through the forest here, halfway to Kuttenberg. And for new shoes, it's always best to go to the city.
That local blacksmith probably doesn't make armor, does he?
Nah, he certainly doesn't. He can fix pretty much anything, but otherwise he only makes tools and horseshoes. On the contrary, you can find the best smithies in the city. They flutter around the mines like flies and shit.
Where can I find a horse trader here?
Unfortunately, here in the village they only raise horses for the harness. But Hannah in Grund has nice riding horses. It's best if you go on the main road to Miskovitz, and then north through Horsham. You can't miss it. There are all these old mine shafts all over the place.
Where can I find a miller?
Not here. But down in Verklitz there are a few mills. Farmers from all over the area bring their grain there. It's quite a long way. You have to go through Bisoka and then Mesolas, which was recently burned down by Sigismund's wicked men.
Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
I'll pay you well if you let me spend the night here every now and then.
Forgive me, sir. Unless you want to sleep on the hay.
That doesn't matter. I'd even be happy to pay for that bed of hay. Let's agree on a price. Only because it's you.
You must be from a poor... Thanks. It was my pleasure to help you, sir.
Show me your wares.
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
I'd like something to eat.
Careful!
My respects.
God be with you. What are you doing here? A large beer for me. Good day to you.
Hey!
Hey, innkeeper, that
His
beer.
mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm.
God be with you.
Same to you.
How was your trip? Journey itself was great. Nice weather. I've got to say, it's a scary place out there.
Nothing but footpads and ruffians. I keep saying this country needs a firm hand.
I saw that firm hand of yours with my own eyes. Some bastards burnt down a farm near Nimble. Shit. Who was it? I don't know. Wasn't some rebel.
Christ, where are the royal captains when you need them?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the royal captains settling scores with the local lords. It's a strange war.
Strange, fucked up war.
are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That would.
Who's there? You're not allowed here.
A recruiter from Sigismund's army camp came through here.
Are you looking at the moon?
From the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
What are you doing? Strolling about without a light?
Better the pillory than the noose.
If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit torch. That's the law. What are you doing lurking around without a light? Get a torch, or I'll put you in the stocks. And lo, there was light. And he saw that it was good. Now move along.
That's it. Close it. Innkeeper, a beer.
Greetings to you.
Aye. Greetings.
Aye. What a night.
Praise be Jesus Christ. God be with you.
I'm sorry.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
Good to see you.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Who's that creeping around? Right!
Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed.
I never want to see you here again without permission.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed.
You aren't allowed here. I never want to see you here again without permission. Everything's there. Nothing's missing. Everything's there. Nothing's missing.
I should eat something.
Come here! You silly mutt. Here you go. Take it.
Oh, you fool.
Aye, but he drools all over himself. And he gets this feeling that his time's nearly up.
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave
What good's a
everything
bow
to
to
the
you,
church
for
if
God's
I don't
sake?
go and see
I
it.
What a
apologise.
waste of money.
Once
Didn't
old
you
folks
hear that
start
the
getting
king himself
soft in the
announced that
head,
everyone should have a good
bad.
bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly.
Greetings.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
I'll have a look at...
Old
Eh.
fart. But then
Excuse
I heard
me.
him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not your day, eh?
What did he do?
Nothing.
Really? Were you expecting a different answer?
Be careful. It's not safe.
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back. I can hardly feel it anymore. But recently some joker passed by and put a dead fish in my breeches.